Hey guys, on this episode at the IXEXOTICS YouTube channel, we're going to take you through all the work we're going to be doing on this beautiful 2023 BMW M3 competition behind us. It's actually a limited edition color. It's the San Marino Blue Metallic. Beautiful paint. Customer actually bought it out of state, had it shipped straight here. But as with any brand new car, there's going to be some small issues. So that's why I brought it straight here. We're actually going to go through our full body paint protection film, full paint correction, the whole 9 yards, ceramic coating, window tint, everything. We're going to get this car really fixed up, looking absolutely incredible, and then get it protected. So that way this customer can get out there, enjoy the drive without worrying about, you know, the hazards of the roads, tearing things up. Get out there and enjoy it.
So we just got the vehicle prepped for paint correction. I'm in the process of taping up all the edges, just making sure that our machine doesn't hit anywhere that it's not supposed to. Because if it does, you can possibly run into the issue of staining it, especially any of the plastic areas, or especially this gloss diffuser. We don't want to nick anything with the actual backing plate of the machine. While I was doing my inspection of the paint, you can actually see on the front bumper of the grille, there's what we call buffer trails, and it's usually just from improper buffing with the rotary. Usually dealerships are given 3 minutes time to do a full paint correction. Those are the results we get. So even though this is a brand new vehicle, we were still able to find a good amount of scratches, and during our paint correction process, that's exactly what we're going to be going after right there. So we just got done doing our first step of our paint correction, which is actually the cutting phase of all the panels. During our paint correction, there's abrasives in the compound, and it's actually what's leveling out the surface of the clear coat at just a micrometer level though. We're wiping it off just to see the kind of results we got with our classic cut. After our passes, we're not seeing any of these scratches or swirlings anymore, and it's the exact results we're looking for during our paint correction. And now we're going back and doing our polishing step, which is the second phase, and that usually removes any kind of hazing that was left from our cutting or any kind of micro swirling that could have happened during our cutting phase. So the product we're using is our Shine Supply Classic Polish. That's what we're going to be doing for our second phase of this paint correction, and for the first part we use our Classic Cut, and both of them we do carry here at IX Garage. And now we'll be able to do our polishing phase on the whole rest of the vehicle. So right now I'm just making sure that it's not leaving any kind of extra hazing, making sure that we're getting the ultimate gloss that can actually come out of this paint, especially after our cutting phase. The reason why we're doing a paint correction on this vehicle, even though it's new, it still had its fair share of imperfections that were on the paint, and we want to remove all those before it actually goes to our paint protection film, just so there's no possible way of it showing through the film.
And now we're on to the paint protection film step of this project. So as you can see right here beside me, Jonathan is applying our paint protection film, which is XPEL, comes with a 10-year manufacturer's warranty. And this physical film that you see here on the front of the bumper that's going on now, that's what's going to protect against rock chips, big scratches, all those things that impact the front of your vehicle, or anywhere on the vehicle for that matter, whenever you're driving down the road, or maybe, you know, shopping carts on the, side doors, things like that. But anything that would be a hard impact on your paint is going to be protected with this paint protection film. This particular client, we're doing actually the full car because this is a special limited edition paint from BMW, so we want to make sure that it stayed as good as possible for as long as possible. So for that matter, we're going to go through and do paint protection film all the way from the very front all the way to the very back, give it complete full protection, and then we're actually going to do ceramic coating over the top of it, which you'll see that in just a little bit. that we do here that you might not see at every shop is we do a lot of trim removal whenever we're doing our paint protection film job. For a full car like this, we're gonna remove the top window trims, door handles, gas tank lid, all those things, because what can happen, dirt can actually get trapped up underneath here that won't come out with just a normal wash. By removing these tops of the trim, we're actually able to make sure that it's the cleanest installation possible, and that way when we put the film on, it doesn't end up seeping dirt down into your film, creating a dirty installation. That's no good. We also will remove the door handle so that it gets completely seamless installation, and you don't have to worry about, any big gaps here or big ugly seams there. We also remove the side view mirrors. The more access you have to clean the surface that you're about to put the paint protection film on, the better and the cleaner your installation will be overall. On some areas as well, we like to do what's commonly referred to as called bulking. It means that we're not going to take what the computer spits out, and so that car's alarm is now on. But anyways, referred to as bulking. So what that means is on something like this trunk here where you have a top piece, then another little angle, and then another angle down, the kit itself that comes from the manufacturer may actually make this in 2, possibly 3 separate pieces. Well, in doing so, you're gonna have a little edge right along any areas where those 2 pieces of film meet. What we do is, where possible, we're gonna actually bulk that, meaning we're just gonna take one big piece of film and we're gonna stretch it and mold it to fit without having any seams or edges, and kind of eliminate that seam that you would typically see for like a basic installation. On some vehicles, it's easier to do on others, but overall it gives you a better, more clean look. On this particular car, we did it here on the trunk. So this is just all one solid piece from all the way from the front, all the way down to the lights to the bottom of that panel. We also did the same thing on that hood that you'll see up front. Just finished up this BMW M3 project here behind us. We did a full paint correction to really kind of bring out the vibrance of the San Marino blue metallic paint. We also did full body paint protection film, covered it with our XPEL 10-year warranty film from front to back. And the ceramic coating that we apply over top of our paint protection film is specifically made to bond with paint protection film and vinyl. So what that's going to do is that's going to be an additional layer of protection that's going to help add some hydrophobic properties. It's going to make sure that extra dirt, debris, pollen, water, mud, things like that aren't able to stick even to the paint protection film. So that's going to also help make sure that the vehicle stays clean much longer in between washes. Instead of having to wash the car every week for general use, you'll probably go to washing every 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, depending on how often you drive the vehicles. It really adds a nice extra layer of protection even with the paint protection film applied to it. And lastly, we did XPEL XR Plus ceramic window tint on all the windows of the car, as well as added our EXOShield windshield protection to the vehicle. That way the passengers inside can stay cool and blocked from those harmful rays. It has the really good heat rejection. And then the EXOShield to help protect the windshield against rock chips and accidental breakage, things like that. We've really done a good job of protecting this car from front to back, top to bottom. Customer's very happy with it. Feels a lot more peace of mind now that he can get out there and actually drive the vehicle how he wants to drive it without having to worry about tearing anything up. So if you're looking for any level of protection for your vehicle, whether it just be the front or a full package inside and out like we did on this BMW M3, come by and see us anytime.